Hello everyone, and welcome to this video where we're going to talk about the upcoming build challenge. Now, first of all, you may see here this boat has not been shown before. Maybe hints of it were shown on my Discord server, but pretty much it's a brand new build. I've been busy working on it, I've been making a new hull, and while I was doing this, I had a team of volunteers planning the next build challenge. And coincidentally, it is a hull build challenge. So we did have two really successful build challenges, the Van Man and the Starter Boat Gloat. I showcased the winners, all that good stuff, and they were huge successes. We had tons of people sign up for them. And the problem is with that, it was a lot of work for me, and some people were saying that my own judgment is sort of biased. You know, I could change it one day to another, which is true. So with that, we introduced a team of judges. There were volunteers on my Discord server that said they were going to run the show, make the build challenges, test them, and judge them, and I would then just showcase the winner, which I'm totally fine doing. It alleviates me and lets me go back to building and making content. So without further ado, let's get going. This newly formed team of judges, and call it build challenge volunteers, were super keen, and they started off at the end of December with a modular engine build challenge, where you design a modular engine and throw it in, and then they throw it into a vehicle of their choice for testing, and that was a huge success. Then we had a festive and seasonal greetings build challenge, and that one consisted of either a diorama inside a container or an RC car. So that was a lot of fun, and it ended up being great. So those were two build challenges that the team of judges came up with. However, they were not broadcast on my YouTube channel, which brings us to this challenge where we changed up the system, and I'm going to broadcast the winner as well as introduce it in a video, and they're going to go over and judge it and determine who is the winner. So pretty much in this challenge, we're tasking you to design and construct a boat hull that meets specific criteria while excelling in durability, speed, and stability. You'll need to think outside the box and unleash creativity to create a vessel that can navigate the stormiest seas with ease. From sleek and streamlined design to sturdy and rugged builds, the possibilities are endless. As part of the build challenge, there is a hull template, and if we open it up, you can see it is a very large shape. So this red shape is what you have to build your hull in. So you have to make it fit within this shape. And if we go inside the shape, you're going to see in here, there's actually a couple of other elements. One being this yellow box, and this yellow box houses a bunch of weight as well as a motor. So this will be the standard, call it, motor that each creation is going to receive for standardized testing. Then back here, there is a rudder and a propeller. So this is what your hull needs to have, and that is it. So it is a design challenge for the hull itself, for the curves, the flow, the weight, optimization. It's a hull build challenge. It's not a boat build challenge where you build a superstructure or anything like that. So it just consists of the hull. Now this is the announcement. Note that some of the wording may change, we're still working on it, but pretty much it says just that your mission's to design a boat hull that'll meet the requirements of durability, speed, and stability. Your hull must be capable of housing the provided yellow box and fitting inside the designated red box while floating 2 blocks above the waterline. So that is the requirement. The details. The hull size. Your boat hull must be large enough to provide the yellow box to be fit inside it, and must fit inside the red box. So that gives you a huge variety. You could make it pretty small, or you could make it very large. So it gives you a good amount of size. There's the rudder and propellers. So the green rudder and propeller provided must be placed freely with the propeller connecting to the pipe extending from the yellow box. That's obviously how you put power to it. Building limitations. You may not use XML edited parts, glitches, or subbodies. Interior restrictions. The interior of the hull must be empty except for the yellow box and pipes connecting it to the propeller. Exterior additions. The objects intended to increase durability, such as double hull or decorative tires, may be added to the exterior. Note that even with a double hull, it still must fit inside the yellow box. That's the last point here. Multi-hull design still must fit inside the yellow box. Deck requirements. The top of the hull must feature a flat deck, and enclosure, the hull must be fully enclosed. Now what my team of awesome build challenge, build challenge team, what they're going to do is they're going to test each hull for speed, stability, and durability. An electric motor is placed inside, ensure your design can withstand testing scenarios. And actually, they said even in the description, I'm not sure if this is still going to happen, but maybe they're even going to crash test the hull and see how that works. There will be only one submission allowed per user, and of course by submitting it you agree to have me showcase it in future videos, etc, etc. Now, with that said, we can go back to hear the design details and kind of just read into this. So really what it's saying is it has to be only a hull. You can't have bilge pumps, you can't have sort of other types of microcontrollers, active passive stabilities. It's just a big dumb hull. Now granted, what comes into play now is the shape of that hull. So what it looks like, how it how water flows across it. So that is the huge part here. And of course you have to house that yellow box which has the motor. Now what you are allowed to do is have multi-hull designs. So what you can do there is have watertight compartments. You can build a series of compartments as long as one is large enough to fit the yellow box inside. So that is a very interesting thing. I suspect you're going to have to be using a lot of weight blocks to ensure that the boat is stable, because of course a hull with a big empty void inside is going to be very light and buoyant. So you'll have to weigh it down to ensure that it's stable and good. So that is one of those things. But really it just comes down to being of the perfectly shaped hull. And I love that. I just think that focusing on really, like hyper focusing on that one part, one element, and having you test different designs of the hull is super awesome. So that is the build challenge that's going to be coming up. You're going to be hit with the announcement on the Discord server soon, and the build challenge chat room and information page will open up and you'll have access. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned for this build challenge, and I can't wait to see what you guys all come up with.